All right, folks, welcome to the Crash the Cure 2024 wrap-up show. There's been a lot of chatter about the music. I don't care. That's actually, I told the story this morning. There's a song, that's the second song I ever wrote, actually, the lyrics to. And that song is purely about Vietnam vets in Seattle at the time, this is the early 90s, who were homeless, and a lot of veteran suicide back in those days. It still is, but in those days it was rampant here in Seattle. And it was one of the things. I lived downtown and walked past, and all these guys, you know what I mean? And that was one of the first songs I ever really wrote that I thought was meaningful. And so I thought, even though you might not like the crunch of the guitar, the words there are where it's at for me. So that's why I play it every time we do a veterans thing. It's a personal thing for me. Anyway, here we are. We are going to do all kinds of cool things tonight. I'm actually going to, while I'm talking to you, I'm going to show Mooch. So if you remember last year, Crash the Cure 2023, right? We raised just enough money to help veterans moving forward purchase a dog. And here's the dog. We named the dog Moochie, after a soldier named Henry Moochie, who happened to share a name with Chiro Moochie, one of our good craps friends who we lost last year. And this is Mooch going through his training. And of course, this year, looking ahead, we're looking to do the same. Our goal this year was to do the same thing again this year. So I want to review with you a little bit of the high points about the event and give you a reminder, because we're going to go and do our drawing tonight. We're going to draw all the raffle tickets at 6:20. So it's 6:06 right now. At 6:20 we go. But I want to show you what's actually there. And let's remind ourselves, because if you want to get in on the action, you can get in on the action. Here we go. I'm going to go to the screen, and there it is. So there is, this is it, crapsforthecure.com. If you go to the actual website and click on the raffles link, it'll take you here. And all of these are still open. So we can do, for example, just a straight up donation if you'd like to. You can have a private chef. So a Chef Ashish will fly himself to your town, will cook you dinner and brunch the next day. This guy cooked for Buckingham Palace. He's cooked for 2 heads of state. He's not like me coming to your house and cooking. Like, this guy is legit. That's a raffle item you can buy right now. Tony Leo from Wage is putting up 3 consultations, 3 separate for 3 people consultations with him. You've got the incredible, I got to zoom into this thing, the Joe from Craftsmaster Journey custom built table. This thing is a chessboard which has all of our custom logoed chips as the playing pieces, right? It also converts into a craps receiving station. So the chessboard, let me zoom back over. The chessboard itself converts into a receiving station. The chair actually becomes the throwing station. So if I can get this out of the way here, let me get zoomed up. This chair actually has the throwing station goes on top. So you can throw from the chair to the table. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of work. He's got 500 or so hours into this thing. It's amazing. So that's still available. We've got, let's see, Garrison, who has done yeoman's work for us this year, put up the full system, the Platinum Craps book, the dice setting super system, signed John Patrick Green book, which is unreal, as well as the DVDs of all the John Patrick stuff. So it's a really, that's a kind of a priceless set of stuff right there. Casino Player Magazine donated 5 full subscriptions, full years to Casino Player and Slots, both magazines for a year for 5 people. Our good friends at Casino Tiers. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to Casino Tiers and you're not listening to that podcast, I'm not sure what rock you're under, but get on that thing. It's the best 30 minutes you'll get for free anywhere on the internet on Craps. It's awesome. They gave us a couple of sets of dice, the last remaining USA mug that you see right there, plus the hat. So that's a killer set from them. Bo Parker, dice coach, has done as much for this charity and for this event as anybody. He's got a training session with him for you and up to 4 people at his place, at his craps pit. Heavy Haltom, also a full seminar with him. Again, these are like bucket list type things. One of our subscribers, as you know, built, I got to show you the cutting board. This cutting board is fantastic, right? Remember the whole 12-inch cutting board thing? This thing is handmade. It's thick. It's like a full inch thick. This thing is awesome. handmade for us for this event cutting board. And the last thing is, of course, the cruise with me to a destination and date TBD, but a cruise with me and probably Jen and probably Ian and some other people too. So there's all your things. In addition, we were supposed to play bingo like 19 different times and I couldn't get it figured out. All the things I was going to give away for bingo, we're giving away tonight. So you're going to get a chance to, if you've bought a bingo card in the past, or you want to spend $10 right now and buy a bingo card. I'm not going to play bingo, but you'll put your name into the raffle and you'll have a chance to win one of these awesome items. So there it is, folks. That is all that stuff is available for the next. We have 10 minutes to get your last minute bids in, last minute raffle ticket items on all this stuff. So get on it. Okay. Now I want to introduce the panel real quick. I got some folks here that you may recognize that have been part of this event with us. Maybe some more people joining, but we've got, actually, I think Ian is here. Is he in here? I think Ian, let me add Ian. Ian's here.
With the glare off my forehead's not coming through.
Ian, you're not letting your hair grow out for Movember like I am?
No.
Getting rid of the baldy? No? No. Come on.
Me and Kojak, man. We're sticking with the Kojak.
I'd pay good money to see that. Anyway, here we go. Baby. Ryan wants to know how big is the country. It's a full foot, dude. It's a foot thick, that thing. All right. So we got in no particular order, but some order. Lori Sittner from Veterans Moving Forward has decided to grace us. I know it's late over there on the East Coast, but hi, welcome, Lori. Get your there you go. There you go. So happy you could join us tonight.
Yeah, it's a little late here. It's 9:11, but I've been on the go since 7 this morning. So yeah.
Like you said, probably the busiest day, one of the busiest days for the year for y'all, I'm sure.
Yeah,
so.
5 events today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Yeah. Well, glad I can make it to watch some of the raffle drawings. We've got to your left, or to my left, you're right, I guess. Ed from Old to Win. Ed, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing well, my friend. Glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you here. It's a big night for us. This is pretty cool. Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Creps, right below Ed. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm the rose between the two thorns, Ed above and Jen below.
Well, that's a good segue, Jen. Jen, one of my partners in crime. How are you?
That's so funny. Wait, is he the thorn or was he the rose? Are we the thorns?
You guys are the thorns. Yeah. Yeah. That would be that, right?
We were the rose. Oh man, he was a surprise. Yeah. Hey, it's good to see everyone.
It's great to have you here again, Ian. Next to Jen, my other partner in crime. How you doing, sir?
Hey, everybody.
I have one question for you. I'm not watching the game tonight. I hope that Matthew Stafford is stinking up the joint. I need him to have a bad night. Can you be my eyes and ears?
It's bad.
I'm not watching it either because Jen literally gave me the smackdown this week, so I'm embarrassed to be on this event tonight. For those only favored by 40 points and end up getting smacked. So
that's funny.
And I had Jamar Chase that had 49, Jen, and I still lost. How you like that one, DJ? Mm-hmm. Pretty good, huh?
Wow. Wow. Speaking of DJen, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. For Ian, Stafford's stinking out the joint, so you have no need to worry there.
That is good. Yeah, that is good.
Doing well. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. We talked on Craft Chat last week, of course. I'm sorry that you had to miss the real event. Joined remotely afterwards, but good to have you here, man. You're like a fixture for this thing, right? Yeah.
No, like I said, it was really unfortunate to have to miss it. And I was texting you guys, like I said, watching it was great, but it's not the same as being there in person. It's just like I felt like something was missing. So happy to be here. It was cool. Brian, Holy Roller, you're here too. You were at the event, and you can speak to like the vibe and energy that was there for a small
vibe.
Yeah,
the vibe, the energy, it was great. It's always great to get everybody together whenever we can. I did want to say I'm wearing an U.S. Army jacket from my cousin and my uncle and my dad and my brother, all veterans. And so, yes, thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't be understated. But, again, having y'all together again, except for, obviously, Ed, Chris, and Jeff, they weren't there this year in person. The in-person thing is pretty cool. So I'm really going to, try and spread it out. Next year, we're going to do this thing in September. So it's a little bit not quite so bunched up against the Casino Tiers event, and not so bunched up against Crazy Nutness in Vegas, and we can have hopefully everybody can come, because there in person it was just different. It's just different, right? Like the way that it kind of runs, it's a little bit haphazard, right? And I'll call out some people here in a minute, a little bit haphazard, but that's kind of what makes the joy for me. It's like randomly people throw $50 on the table for some rent, and it's like, it's just so cool, right, to have the whole thing. But I want to go through the numbers and show everybody where we are and why these numbers are so important, right? As we know, let's get a little drum roll. Can you guys do a little drum roll? That'll come through a little bit. We know that the number, right, there you go. Thank you. The number to actually to purchase a dog and have naming rights, Lori, is what?
To have naming rights, yes, 25,000 to get naming rights to the dog.
And that's our first goal, right? Is to do that. Our second goal, of course, is if we can help fund some of the journey of that dog through its training, everything else. But here's the total. I want to bring up the tote board and show you where we landed this year. We're going to start with the end, okay? And it's this. Look at that. There's our numbers, okay?
Yeah.
We sold, right? We sold $1,700 in event tickets. 17 people paid $100 to be there, right? During the live chat, we had $4,000 in donations during the show in YouTube chat. That was like during the YouTube, like the little giving link, which was kind of cool. We had $9,800 in people just going to crapsforthecure.com and pressing the donate button and dropping a donation in. We had $2,000 with a little bit of help from Jen to round that number out, of people in the building just dropping $100 here, $50 there, just randomly throwing money out. Just $2,000 right there in person. It was awesome. Direct donations are people who didn't donate online. They're just, they sent money to Veterans Moving Forward on their own or whatever, just randomly. I think I'll put up here, Joe's work donated some money. That 5,000 raffle tickets got sold for $1 a piece. Now remember, raffle tickets are $1 a piece, right? And I think that was probably a mistake to do that. We'll talk about that for next year. We still sold 5,000 raffle tickets. So hoorah, right? Let's get, that called out. That's pretty damn cool. And we had one auction item this year that was $500. And if you remember what the auction item was, I'll remind you in a minute what that was. The leaderboard for donations looks like this. Now, Mr. Anonymous threw up $3K, which really helped us get over the edge. Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Crafts, $2,100 between him and his subscribers, which is awesome. Justice Jen, $2,050. Alan Tyndall, $1,600. That guy, I'm telling you what, donated $500 before the event. He bought a ticket to the event. He donated money there in person. It was unreal, right? Mrs. Procraps with $1,000. She meant to do a $500 donation and a $500 raffle ticket. That's what she meant to do. So she meant to split it, but she did all one screen. So I'm not in the raffle. In other words, I have zero chance of winning anything, which is probably the way it should be. The Atlantic City group is matching. They put $1,000 up. Joe W put up 500 or more. I think Joe W does a regular thing. He donates more often, which is awesome. Carrie Red Arrow is Joe from Craftmaster Journey's employer. They donated $687. The Casino Combat Squad put a GoFundMe up for $575. Silver Fox, $500. The auction item, Colonel Potter and Blackburn. Remember, Blackburn shaved his beard for $500. That was Potter paid the money. Blackburn paid the price on that one. Ian put up at least 500. I think you might have put more in, but that's what I have that I could see. There's probably more in there. You probably are higher up that list. At least on if you're paid by the hour, I think you're probably more than $500 worth, right? G Money donated his winnings from winning the Shooter of the Year tournament that Craps Nation put on, and of course Chef Ashish put $500 up at least. He kept during the live, he kept pulling money out and giving it to us. I'm not sure how much money he put up, but he kept throwing money out there all over the place. So that's our featured set of donors. And we should call it some of our partners too, right? The people that made it all happen. Garrison. We got to call Garrison out. And I think Garrison got us the front cover of Casino Player magazine. We have a title on the front cover. He got us a full page article in that magazine. Huge ass donation. He did a live show with us. He I talked to him probably 50 times this year, and he kept coming up with ideas after idea after idea to market it, get the word out. He did an awesome job. Casino Player Magazine, of course, put up the subscriptions, which is great, but more importantly, they gave us the visibility, which we've never had before. This has always been grassroots. It's the first year we got outed publicly, which is awesome. Tony Leo's been a huge supporter of ours over the years. He's been at every single one. You know, Tony Leo, the first year we did this in person in Vegas, came out, I'm going to show you my system, and he martingaled. Remember that? He martingaled the field, and Alfredo threw 7 sevens in a row. Remember all that, right? And he came back for more because Tony's like, I don't care. This is how I play. And he's like, you know what? I own that. Coming back. Every year he comes back. It's great. Premier Casino Hosting, of course, right? Huge supporters of ours. Chef Ashish with the big donation. Coach Parker, my God, how much did that guy step up? Right? He's got an auction item in there. He, along with the casino tiers folks, with Ed and 10 Ton, the three of them donated back money from people who bought tickets for the Sunday version of their event, which was amazing. And Coach Parker also, everybody on the previous screen that gave $500 is getting a free lesson with Coach Parker. Like, we literally booked him for a year. Like that's stepping up big time, right? Seriously, right? Rick Duvall made that cutting board. And of course, Joe, right? Making the table. I mean, everybody who donated stuff to give away are our partners. We thank you so much. And of course, you can't go out without saying David and Alex, right? They gave us their facility for 2 days. We took that place over. We made a huge mess. We cleaned it up, but they were the best hosts. Were they not the best hosts? They really hooked us up. They were so good. Anything we wanted, they gave it to us. Like, it was like, they were amazing. I mean, I love those guys. They're so good. Contributors, of course, all the folks who did interviews with us, right? Coach Parker, Garrison, Heavy took time out on right before his cruise. He was on a cruise that week. We spent 2 hours on the phone and zoomed it up, and he was amazing. Heavy's like bucket list item. Go right now and go get yourself some Heavy tickets. That guy's so cool. And how great was Nick Fava from Ellis Island, right? The guy, he was so informative and so open. That guy was awesome. Tony Leo was great, right? Brian, and I know you guys aren't together on the list here, but Ryan and Brian did that great little mini podcast. I think we're going to launch a new Superstar Sensation podcast extravaganza with those two. They were great together, right? Craig from Old Bay Craps, you never saw him on camera. Guy ran the whole show. Jeremy flew in from Reno to do an hour with us. Like, literally dropped in, did an hour, and flew on back, right? Joe with the table build, Leon from Great Craps, absolutely great. And of course, our staff. None of this happens without everybody, right? You got Justice, Jen, of course, and Ian. Again, never on camera, but doing all the work. Like, I can't even tell you doing all the work. If Jen doesn't exist, we don't have a show because nobody would have got to live anywhere, right? Jen got us all our rooms, right? Which was amazing. Ian just doing everything. Like Jen, I'm like, Jen, how much did you donate this year? She's like, she's doing all the math. She's like, yeah, but then I went to Costco and I did this. We got coffee and donuts. I'm like, oh my God, you guys just do so much. Like, nothing happens without y'all being there. It's amazing, right? Yeah, Ryan from Mark the Point. Craig from Old Bay Crafts ran the show. He was behind the controls the whole time, doing all the screen switching, playing the commercials, making it all happen. Joe, Dice Dr. Dan, fielding questions the entire time, always in my face with, hey, a question from the audience, and they were making sure we were on there. The whole team from CEG was great. David, Alex, of course. Dennis and Nick were the best hosts, and all the people who paid to be there. Thanks, everybody from behind the scenes. And Leon just showed up. I think Leon's here now. I'll add him into the panel. I'm going to go back to our panel screen real quick and bring Leon on. Let's go get Leon. That's the last space I got. Nobody else can come. There's old Leon. How you doing, man?
Good.
Right as I call you out, it was cool, man. I'm glad to see you there in person. Now I've seen you twice in person, right? We saw once for a not great event and once for this one, which was awesome. So good to have you.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, you guys ready? What do you got there?
You need to update your tally. Lori,
Jen sent Lori 51. Jen, it's going to happen all night. So basically, Jen just sent Lori $51 so she could go past Jeff. That is pretty awesome.
Did you send money earlier via a credit card? Did I not see money earlier come in from you?
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
pretty.
Yep. I just keep pressing the button.
That is pretty damn funny. All right, that's good. All right, here we go.
It's
I'm gonna go
prepared,
ahead.
That's why.
I'm gonna go ahead and do some. I'm gonna go ahead and do some raffle giveaways. Hopefully the screens work okay and you can see it all. And then we'll come back and we'll kind of summarize everything. And we'll let Ed and Lori talk a little bit about some important stuff. But let's go to the raffles. I'm gonna go to the screen and hopefully everybody cross your fingers this works. You can see that. If I go here, I'm gonna have to move this window out of my way. Move that one out of my way, and let's see if we can make it work. We're gonna go here. So this is the bingo screen. I think if I refresh, here we go. So this is not going to be like when Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps does the giveaways. It has a little wheel and it spins the wheel and it's really exciting. This is not that. It's literally just going to pop a name on the screen. So we're going to go ahead and randomly select a winner for the win dice. Now I'm going to let me go get these things.
I'm already getting a recount if Jen gets the table. Okay. I don't think that's fair already. I'm already calling it now. Just because she bought the most tickets for it doesn't mean she win.
Next year we need a wheel. We need a wheel next year. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this thing does like it's got its own. The software's got its own special system. Here are the win dice. These are blue and white win dice. These are unpunched. They're so cool, right? They're so cool. Here we go. Right. Pressing the button now. Randomly select the winner for the win dice is. What's it going to do? It is not Jen. It's Yudelson Enriquez has won the dice. The Harvey's dice, which are also super cool. These are blood red Harvey's dice, also not punched, which are super cool. Who wins the Harvey's dice? Congrats. That's going to be. This is going to, the Harvey's dice go to Rick Paleo. Rick Paleo gets the Harvey's dice. Congratulations, Rick. Oh, Rick. The Tropicana.
Good place, sir.
The Tropicana coin. Y'all see that Tropicana coin? This is game used. This is out of a slot machine back when they took tokens. That is going to, I got to scroll every time, really. Taffy. Oh, Taffy. We played with her, right? Taffy. Yeah, we played with her at the table.
Yeah, we played with her Friday night.
I think Taffy made us. She made us some money.
She's the one
because
yeah.
I'm gonna go. Hold on a sec. We're gonna go back and tell this story because that was the murder table. That was the guy. That was at Durango, right? The dude next to me starts us off hitting an ATS, and then it goes Joe, Ian, Ryan, and it was like PSO, not right. And then it came back to the whole side was brutal. Taffy got the dice and she rocked it. Didn't she get like a 20-something roller?
Yeah, she killed it.
She got us.
She have it right here.
Got us all the way back. That was awesome. Okay, back to the drawing we go. Thank you. I'm glad she got something out. This is awesome.
Finish the story. No. Finish the story. So Taffy got it started, and the right side of the table basically dominated to bring us all.
We did
Jen
dominate.
Wants to toot her own horn. Jen's just trying to toot her own horn.
No, because John had a good roll.
I did
too. So Army Mark, who flew airplanes in the Army.
Yep.
He had a 19 roller. Pocos, Jen, pretty good. Patty also ended it. So like the right side of the table, and I literally have it here. It's like, you see how short these are? 7, 7, 7, 7. Taffy.
Taffy saves the day. All right, good. I'm glad that she won. That's great. Okay, here we go with what's next here? That was the Mirage. Oh, the Mirage token is next. The Mirage token's cool. This is, again, the Mirage, right? So this is a Terry Fader gold and silver token thing. Pretty cool. No more Mirage, right? This is another collector's item. So that's going to go to, let's see, David Osenisek. I think I'm saying his name correctly. Shoreline Management. Okay, David. Good. And I think one of the last things is this. I told you the story about this, right? This the CGTV fanny pack. I tried to wear this thing. It can be over the shoulder. It can be a waist thing. I wore it for about an hour, and I'm like, I can't pull a fanny pack off. So I took it off, and I'm like, we're auctioning it off. It didn't touch anything, so it's fine. Just my shirt. But there it is. The seat. Yeah, right. Who's going to win the fanny pack? Let's see. The winner has been chosen, and it is Leon. Leon wins the fanny. Leon wins the fanny pack. There you go, buddy.
Punishment.
No, Leon can rock a fanny pack. I'll tell you that right now.
If anybody can rock a fanny pack,
anybody on this panel can rock a fanny pack, it's Leon.
It's going to be Leon. There you go. All right. The last item here.
I'm ecstatic to hear that I won this fanny pack.
Yeah.
Let's put him. Hold on. Wait. Let's see the look of joy. Let's see it, Leon. Give it the old David. Right?
Yeah, my wife would be ecstatic.
That's awesome.
To know that I won this fanny pack. She's
That's
the fanny
great.
pack queen, so it'll go to her.
Here's the last one. This is a smaller version of the cutting board. This is a skinny one. It's about 1/4 inch thick. It's about 6 or so inches in square. Beautiful piece of art right here, right? This is awesome. Who gets this one? Let's find out. Let's go to randomly select a winner. And this goes to Dusty Vasquez. Dusty Vasquez. I don't know Dusty. Do I know Dusty? I feel like I know Dusty.
One or is it not Dusted One?
I don't think it's Dusted One. I don't think so. But I feel like I know a Dusty. Anyway, that's the first one. So the giveaways for the that would be if you had played bingo with us, those would have been the bingo prizes. As it is, they are just flat out giveaways. Congratulations, everyone. Now let's move on. This is going to be another $5. So again, Casino Player and Strictly Slots gave us 5 of each, or 5. So you're going to get both. Whoever wins these gets both Casino Player and Strictly Slots magazines. Okay. And again, they are extending. If anybody doesn't win this and you want these two, they will donate back to the charity. For every subscription that anybody buys during the event, including tonight, donate back to us. Here we go. The 5 winners of Casino Player and Strictly Slots are, first one. I got to refresh the screen so I get a button. There we go. Refresh. This one goes to Gino. The second one is going to go to, who is that? I can't see it. Random Ribble. Random Ribble. Randon Ribble. I'm sorry. It's like my camera covers the screen so I can barely see it. All right. The third one goes to Johnny. I know Johnny. Johnny Arsenis. Here we go. And then we have
by the way, he was a ticket buyer. He was a ticket.
That's exactly right. Yep. Alan gets one. Right? Alan has to win something here tonight, right? That's perfect. Kidding. Alan, huge supporter, man alive. And the last one goes to Stephen Perrone. I think that's how we say his name.
All right.
So congratulations to the 5 of you for your Casino Player and Strictly Slots wins. Now we move on, and I think we're doing the cutting board. This is a good one. Oh man, this is. I want to see it again. I'm so in love with this thing. The 12-inch one. Right, yeah, it's all every bit of it. This thing, I'm telling you, it's so cool. I was so when Rick said, "I want to build this for you," I'm like, "Oh, that's okay," And he showed me the process, the picture. I'm like, man, that thing was so cool. This is one that I would have, if I was bidding. This is the one I would have bid on for sure, but I'm not allowed to. Here we go. Who wins the cutting board? Let's find out. Dun, 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 dun. It goes to Taffy. Perfect. Taffy.
Oh,
yeah.
Taffy.
Yeah. Oh. Taffy wins the cutting board. That's freaking awesome. Good for her. That's great. Okay.
Good.
Ed, I'm going to go on your call. We're going to have you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll click the button for the Casino Tiers Pro Pack. This is the 2 sticks of dice and the one-of-a-kind cup and the hat, right? Let's go. You count me down 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'll click it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click it.
Gino gets that.
Gino.
That's awesome.
Almost.
Okay, good. Almost, Jen. All right, now we're getting to it. Here comes the Garrison. This is the big one. This is the Platinum Creps. It's the Garrison Super System. It is the thumb drive with all the John Patrick videos. I think it's got his TV shows on it too. It's not just the VCR tapes. I think it's all his old TV shows from cable. This is like 8 hours of viewing, right? Plus the signed green book, right? This is a huge, huge prize right here. Here we go. Here we go. Who's going to win that one? Let's go. Let's go. This goes to Scott Wazinski. Scott Wazinski.
All right.
Super happy. Super happy with that. Absolutely. All right, moving on. What do we have here? We have wage. This is to meet with Tony Leo. Tony Leo's wage. Here we go. This is the first. He's going to 3 consultations with Tony. 3 of them. First one goes to John Lasik. Or I think it's Lasik.
Nope.
Lachik. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Lachik. The next one goes to, let's see. We got Randall Hill. Randy. Okay. Great. And the final one goes to Rick Farmer. You guys are going to love this.
Oh, Rick Farmer.
Yeah, Rick Farmer. Yeah.
Wait, what did he win? Oh, a wage. Nice.
Rick Farmer's the one guy on the.
Rick's got a good hairdo too.
Yeah, he does. Rick is also the one guy on the planet whose arms are probably bigger than Joe's. Ooh. Would you agree with that?
Oh, he had some cannons.
Rick is loaded up. Rick is loaded up. He's a good dude too. This is great. So you guys are going to love this. Tony's a great guy. When you meet with Tony on the phone here, he'll walk you through his system and what he does. I've been at Tony's house a number of times for sessions, and I can tell you this and I think Coach Parker would probably do the same thing. People call him, his customers and his students call him, and he's like, "Hey, can you hold on for a minute?" To me, while we're there taking our lesson, and he's talking to them off the ledge, right? Just really cares about people. He really does, and I think all these guys do. Heavy does. I know Bo does. I know Ed does. Leans into their clients, like really cares about their success. So that's good for y'all. Have fun with Tony, and I think we're gonna go to Bo next. Who's gonna get to hang with Bo? And this is again up to 4 people with Bo for a full session. Do not bring your 12 people. I think last year maybe 12 people showed up instead of up to 4. So let's respect the man's time. And who is it? James Sargent. I think I know James.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
James.
This is great. You're gonna love that. You're gonna love it. How much fun was that? So go back to the screen. So Jen and Ian and I were at Parker's house. Right. We took a little lesson. That was so much fun just hanging out. I mean, to me, like we got to hang at the event too, of course. Right. And I think Ed has said this on his show when he's interviewed folks before, like the wisdom that drips off these guys when you talk to them is amazing. Just like in casual conversation, you just pick up all these nuggets. You're like, never thought of it that way. It's just so, it's so good. I'm just like, can you tell I'm a little jealous? I didn't get to bid on anything, but this is great. You're going to love that, James. Okay, here we go. Now we get to, I think this is Heavy, right? Yeah, Heavy's seminar. And again, I got to hang out with Heavy for his birthday. It was great. He invited me to his birthday party, which was super cool. So I got to hang out. I got a picture of me sitting next to him eating birthday cake. And I got to attend his seminar as a helper, not as a student. I was there kind of helping clean up, and I did a session with him and 10 Ton. Heavy's cool, man. Heavy is so cool. And it's not just how do you throw the dice. It's not just how do you bet. It's the stories. It's the reason why we do it this way is because I saw a guy do this once, and not just once. I saw 50 guys do this 50 different times because he's got history behind it, right? Learn from one of the best. Bucket list item here from Heavy. Who gets to go for a Heavy Haltom seminar? It is David Puente. I think David won if I'm not mistaken, won Dice Coach last year.
I think so.
Right? I'm 90% sure. I'm 90% sure he won Dice Coach last year. So this is so cool that he gets to go to Heavy this year. Fantastic. Okay, what is next? This is the one. Man. Here we go. You ready? Who's gonna get a meal cooked by a legit head of state chef? You ready for this? Ian's got his hand up. Come to Seattle.
Yep.
Come to Seattle as Sheesh.
I'm coming.
We're all going to Ian's house. I think he said up to 12 people, right?
You know Jen.
He cooked.
Yes.
He's gonna cook for up to 12 people. Let's go. Here we go. Right. Dun, 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 dun. Who wins this one? Randall Hill, the double tapping it.
Randy.
The press and regress. Randy Hill gets. Yeah, we're going to Randy's house. He's going to invite everybody. Okay.
Randy and the panel. Here we go. Randy and the panel.
Yeah.
We're all going. We're all going.
Randy
All right.
live, please?
Yes. Where does he live? Randy, where are you?
Okay.
He's in the chat.
Anybody want to go cruising with me?
Sweet.
Who wants to go cruising with me? I think I'm working on this cruise. I'd love to have all y'all, like Brian and Ryan and Jen and Ian, maybe my Seattle folks coming along. Let's see who's.
Is it on Quantum?
I don't know yet. This is going to be the cruise date and all that's TBD, because instead of locking it into a single ship and a single date, I wanted to make sure the winner could fit it in their schedule. So we have to and Royal Caribbean has a say in some of that too. So here we go. Is that a cat or a dog that I'm seeing? Is that your new puppy, Jen?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before we do it, we got to go to the panel, show the dog, show the world what you did.
Chihuahua Dachshund. Hello, honey. Wait, can you see it or too close?
No, you got to put him in front of you because of the black.
Hold on.
There we go. Now we can. Oh, Chihuahua Dachshund mix. Chihuahua Dachshund.
Like 3 pounds.
Mix. Yeah.
It's a Chiweenie. It's one of the most popular types of dogs nowadays.
Wait. A Chiweenie? Is that what they call that?
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
A Chiweenie.
Will not be a service dog, I don't think.
All right, here we go. Who gets to go cruising? You ready? Whew. Okay, who gets to go cruising? Let's find out. Keely Hamilton. Somebody I don't know, but I'm looking forward to getting to meet. Do I know Keely? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, very cool. All right, well, let's do it. We'll connect. We actually have a cruise that's out of LA scheduled. That might be the perfect one if they're coming from Hawaii, just to jump right into that. That's an interesting option. We'll talk offline.
He's actually from Biloxi, John.
Oh, okay. Well, that won't work then. Thanks, Jeff. I don't know everybody. Last one. Anybody want a crafts table? Handmade by Joe. This one I can let the cat out of the bag. This one had 1,300 raffle tickets bought for it.
Yay!
So here we go. Yeah, way easily the top earner. Here we go. Who's gonna get the table? Who's gonna get the table? Jen, you want to count it down for me? You want to count from 5 to 1?
Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Justice.
It is. Oh my God! It is Jennifer.
That is so rigged.
Oh my God! So it's totally rigged.
So
I can't. Oh my God!
Redo.
I cannot wait.
Cancel.
Oh my gosh! The chat.
She bought so many tickets though. If you redo it, it'll probably be her again. It'd be her again if you did it again.
Oh my God, the chat is going on fire. Oh my gravy. That is so rigged. Oh my gosh.
That was awesome. My wife is
wow.
Wow,
that is fantastic. Wow.
Well, I'm sure Mac will take it off your hands.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Take it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Wow. Congrats, Jen. Congrats, Jen. Look at Blackburn. By the way, I'm going to put Blackburn up here. It says congrats. Look at Blackburn's got his, you can't see it, but his, it looks like his icon has changed. He got the beardless look on there. You guys, I can't zoom into it, but yeah, Blackburn donated. Can I do this and make it like bigger? Oh, you can't see it now. Oh, I deleted it. Let's see. There it is. The beardless Blackburn. All right. That was awesome. That was super fun. All right. So we're going to wrap it here. I want to wrap it up with this. One thing that we went at this whole event wanting to do. I tried to keep it a secret, but I suck at keeping secrets. I'll let Ed speak for Ed, but I wanted to find a way to have this year's event raise enough money to purchase and have rights to name a dog, and I wanted to do it with for Ed's son, and we made the number right, and the number's higher now. It's not this number, it's higher than that because during the show there's some things have come in, but that's we got there right. Now the process starts, and I wanted Lori, if you can talk about what's next for us in the process, how this all looks, and let everybody kind of know. But I'm just so stoked that we got there, and let's.
So the next step is to fill out the naming form, which is much information as you can provide on the service, on the words, things like that. And John, you and I kind of discussed that. So that's the next step. Once we get that in, I mean, we've already approved, so it's not like, oh, you got to turn your paperwork and we're going to approve. So no, you turn that in, you're already approved. The next step will be for us to identify a dog, and that won't happen till probably the first quarter, possibly the second quarter. We're in the stages of moving right now, so our lives are a little chaotic at Veterans Moving Forward. So we're not gonna do anything major before the holidays. We want to get settled, have an open house. If y'all want to fly out, I know some may be a little closer. If come out into our open house. There is an option for that. That'll probably be in the new year. And then we just go from there. Then I send pictures, and John keeps you updated and builds great videos of your new dog.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you, Lori, for filling us in.
First part's just raising the money. After that, it's simple. It's simple on our part. So good job for everyone who took part and made this happen.
For sure. I think I'm gonna actually take myself off screen because Craig has come. I'm gonna give Craig front and center. Ready? Say hi, Craig. Where is he at? Where is Craig?
He's at the bottom.
I can't find him in my list of, I gotta hit the add first. I've reached the maximum number of cameras. Craig, I can't add you in because there's too many people here. What? Can only have 9 cameras?
Kick me out. Kick me.
I don't want to kick you out. Give me your final words. I'll kick you out. Give me your final words, Chris. We're gonna be done in a few minutes anyway. Final words.
I love you all. Great job, Craig. Enjoy.
Yeah. I have to go off camera too. I've got to watch the Chihuahua, but I will be listening.
Okay.
Thanks, cool. Everyone. Thanks for the table. Yeah. Enjoy those long road trips.
Absolutely. That's gonna be the bucket list of that, right? Let me see if I can get hold on. I get Craig. Oh no. Get you back. Sorry, this is editing under pressure. Where's Craig? There he is. Hey Craig, how you doing, man?
Hey everybody.
Hey, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I was talking about how much work you did behind the scenes to make this whole thing happen. All the video production work. I'm glad you're here in person. I can tell you in person. Thank you. That whole thing went off without a hitch.
DJ is a hard person to replace.
You crushed it, dude. That thing went off without a hitch. I don't think we lost the feed once. It was smooth as all hell. It was great, man. Having you over there, just we were in the whole time, just getting it done. So, dude.
I adapt. That's what I do. I adapt.
I adapt. All right, we're gonna end it here. We gave all the giveaways away. I want to go around final thoughts. We'll end with Ed, and then we'll have a special outro that Ed will set it up for us. Okay. So I'm going to go around the horn here. We'll go from Brian, then we'll jump into Leon. So Brian.
Yes. Thank you everyone that has given and just the support for this. And remember, next year, and I think we're giving through all the years. So you can always go to the crouchforthecure.com and start giving. You can save up throughout the year and just try to be there in person this time and stay tuned for the dates because they're coming up quick.
Yeah. Thanks. Leon.
What he said, great turnout, and try to be there next year if you can. It's an awesome event to attend. But yeah, great wrap up for Veterans Day, and congratulations to all the winners for the raffles, and let's do it again next year.
Absolutely. Ian.
Yeah, I think the biggest part, you just get to meet people in person, right? You really get to see guys. I mean, I look forward, Craig and I are probably two of the biggest clowns in the community, and you get me and him together messing around in the background. And just to see the dynamics of everybody, like meeting Alan, and he came in and, threw that cash down on the table. It just kind of, that's amazing stuff. And you don't see that in other communities, right? I've been around other communities where people get together just, for real quick and move on. I mean, you actually create friends in this and meet new people that walked in, just out of, they found out we were there. They're from Vegas, showed up. Ashish was, a guy that, I didn't know what to expect with him. And he went out with me. We went out and picked up pizzas and said, "Hey, I'll drive." And here I am driving in his, I think it was his girlfriend's kid's car. And I was afraid we were going to spill the pizzas all over BMW. So, but I mean, just getting together and spending time. The new facility is way different. It's not as loud. Especially if you take me out of the equation.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of people saying I was too loud. That's just normal me. But to really get a chance to be able to go through things there. I mean, and again, Nick was amazing, and just everything we needed there, we were supplied by there. As you guys could tell, we didn't have issues with internet like we did in the past at the other place. But again, just to be able to see Brian and Leon and Craig and even Jen, I even had a good time hanging out with Jen. There were some other guys there. AZ was there ahead of time, his crew, which was really fun getting that on the front part of ours. It just got us in the mood to get going. So please, next year, come on out. There's more than enough room to have everybody do that. And Lord knows we can use the help. So if you want to volunteer some time and energy, we're going to be a little more dictated this year on how we're going to do that. So we look forward to you volunteering to come out to help. Great time. Great time. Enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Yep.
John.
Jeff, any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, just a couple. I want to say that everybody that's been on this panel, and mostly everybody you displayed, John, during the event that was there, I've had the pleasure of meeting in person. Unfortunately, circumstances outside of my control did not permit me to come this year, and I really missed it, and I'm looking forward to next year. I've already got the dates in September marked out. Jen held up a little piece of paper, said that she bid $1 over me. So I would personally like to put out a challenge to Jen to come on my channel. We'll do a roll off, and we'll both bet $250, and whoever wins has to pay $500 more to the charity, and then we'll call it the final portion of who wins the battle between Jen and me.
That's awesome.
If there has to be one next year, we'll have one next year. Jen, I know she's up for it because she's been on my channel, my show before. With that, I want to yield the rest of my time to my good friend right up there, Ed Robinson from Roll to Win.
Yeah. Ed, why don't you bring us home?
First, I want to thank Lori.
Got this, Ed.
Lori, I appreciate what you do. Not just for the veterans, but for the families. People don't understand. It sounds great. We're giving money to a charity. It sounds great that we're doing something for veterans. Today is Veterans Day. Those that are living, with the trauma of fighting for our freedom. So I want to thank you, Lori, and your organization for what you do. Because when you're helping that veteran, Lori, I want you to understand this, and I think you probably do. When you're helping that veteran overcome that trauma that they've experienced, you're helping the family of that veteran cope and deal with the ongoing agony that that veteran is going through every single day. Now, I wish that you were not naming this dog after my son. But my wife has found joy in the fact that there's going to be a legacy. There's going to be a remembrance of our son in someone else's life and in their family's life. These things that you're doing and that we're doing, this community has been awesome. Holy Roller down there has sent me numerous emails right after the loss of my son. And I appreciated each and every one of them. Jeff was with me when I found out that I'd lost my son. I cannot give you thanks enough for the community and to Lori, for veterans moving forward, for what you're doing to assist those in need. And those in need are what lets us sleep at night. Those in need are what gives us a freedom for tomorrow. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate what you've done and what everyone in this community has done. I mean, you've raised $27,000+. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money from a grassroots organization of just people coming together to raise money to assist with this charitable program. So, Lori, I thank you. John, I thank you for choosing this organization this year. All of those involved, all of those that participated, I had to watch, couldn't be there, but I had to watch you online, got by it. It was great. Y'all did a good job. You did a great job of raising money. We are free today because those that walk the streets amongst us are veterans. We see them everywhere we go. You know, we've gotten to participate just a few days ago in a Democratic vote. People died for that privilege for us to vote. You cannot escape that. But more importantly, or just as important, people lived through the trauma and they dealt with it without having the outside help of organizations like this. And nothing can replace freedom. Nothing can replace the freedom that we observe in this country. And it's given to us because of veterans. And those veterans need our help. They need our help. They need our assistance. They need our love. And you know what else they need? They need our ears. Sometimes they just need to talk. here where I'm from, we've got a great, great patriotic area, state. You know, vets need vets, quite frankly. They need to talk to people who've been through it. So if you know a vet that's having problems, get them involved with another veteran organization. Not only do they need possibly, you know, a young dog to take care of them, but they need an ear. They need someone they can talk to who's been through what they've been through and survived it. I can remember when my son graduated from boot camp, Fort Knox, Kentucky. He was sent to Fort Leonard Wood. Some people call that fort Lost in the Woods. And from there, he came back to his guard unit, and immediately he was reassigned to a unit that was going to be deployed to Afghanistan. And this was some 15, 16 years ago, so it was pretty hot. It was a hostile environment. And he was running security details for transportation units, which is a long, slow, moving target through villages and through mountains. And he served this country well, and my family is honored. And my wife has insisted that this dog be named after his last name, which is Pearson, because all of his battle buddies just called him Pearson. And all of his battle buddies showed up in his remembrance. So, Lori, I thank you. I know, John, you're going to play a song. I sent this song to John. When our son was deployed, when anybody's child is deployed, we deal with it in different ways. I can't tell you how many boxes of U.S. mail, you know, pack it until you can't fill it up anymore and send it for the same price. We fill those boxes up with stuff and we sent them over. I sent them over and over and over and over. I sent like 4 or 5 a month. And it wasn't just for him. It was for his unit, for his buddies, for his battles, as they called each other, so that they could share whatever it was from back home, whether it was magazines or soap, foot powder, deodorant, toothpaste. It didn't matter. We just packed that thing full. We took collections and just kept sending and kept sending and kept sending. But every single day, and he was deployed in Afghanistan for 12 months. He got extended. Supposed to have been there 9 months, got extended. Every single day in my car going to work, first thing I put on, not the radio, not anything else, but the song that John's going to play you. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all who supported this event this year. Hopefully we'll make it even bigger and better, and we'll continue to raise this pup called Pearson. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks to the community for all the support throughout the year and for this event going forward. And with that said, I'm gonna leave it with the song that Ed gave me. It's a little video. I'll leave it at that.
bastard. We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy bastards by the bushel.
Now I live lean and I mean to inflict the grief, and the least of me is still out of your reach. The killing machine's gonna do the deed until the river runs dry and my last breath leaves. Chin in the air with a head held high, I'll stand in the path of the enemy line. Feel no fear, know my pride. For God and country, I'll enjoy life. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a warrior and this is my song. My eyes are steel and my gaze is long. I am a warrior and this is my song.
All right, now you sons of